Hey YouTube, Gordon Miller here. Okay, so I almost got banned from YouTube. The now infamous V034 video, got me a community strike, which, I didn't even know there was a be nice, be respectful policy on YouTube. So I was reported by the toilet scrubber himself for bullying. And, my video was definitely not designed to bully anybody. It was to, make the comment about, setting the record straight on the lies and misinformation that's being put out there. I commented on one of the other videos today where this person, who will remain nameless, I'm not going to mention any names, but he did a video about his library going shelf to shelf. Ironically, all the books are different than the video from a few years ago, and I did the screen captures and showed where, well, there it is, the green spined book for Photoshop and the Oxford Dictionary and all the other things that he says I don't have. I have only went through all the stacks and talked about all of his books and stuff like that. I'm surprised at YouTube because I didn't threaten anybody. If you're gonna, they're gonna nix me for calling him a toilet scrubber. His post says his first job was a toilet scrubber. It's not a derogatory comment. It's what he said he was. I don't understand how they can censor my video that way. And they also wiped out my my YouTube account for all the money that I've generated up until now, just as a penalty. So thanks a lot for crying and whining about the video. And I don't understand how some people can be abusive and then not expect people to stand up for themselves. That's all I was doing in V034. I was setting the record straight about what I thought was misinformation that was being sent out there. And everything I said was factual. Nothing was an attack. Everything was in prior videos or prior posts. And so I don't understand how I'm the one that gets ends up getting banned. But so anyway, I don't know. It's one of those kind of things where I would, in V032, I apologized and I was going to get the plays nice with others checkbox. But then this person starts publishing stuff that's all lies, and I just can't condone that. He says that I accused him of having his wife that was 15, and that I said he bought and paid for her in cash. I never said that. I said she looks 15, she's young. She looks young. And that was a compliment, not a criticism. She looks really young. Good for him. I never accused her of being 15. I know she's got to be of age. She's in her early 20s. So, and I never said anything derogatory. I never accused him of buying her. That's ridiculous. That's, it's so over the top that, I just don't understand why people, can do that. And to be complicit, YouTube is nothing but complicit in this. That, I have a right to a freedom of speech up until the point where my freedom of speech infringes on somebody else's rights. And all of my comments in V034 were facts based on prior Quora posts, not by me, but by this individual, and on prior videos that are posted on this person's YouTube channel. I don't understand how I can be censored for things that are the truth and for things that are based on facts. I didn't make anything up. I didn't threaten him in any way. my voice was always calm and direct. And I mean, if I can't tell this person to go fuck you, fuck yourself, then that's fine, okay? But there's a lot more offensive stuff than go fuck yourself on YouTube. So, and those people don't get a strike. I don't understand why this politically correct world we live in has gotten to the point where it is like this. I was the one trying to get the Plays Nice Others checkbox, and then that's when this other person started making up all this stuff. It doesn't, for them to report it as if it's bullying. I mean, you can't take care of your own self? I mean, come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm not bullying you. I'm stating my opinion on an answer that was deleted on Quora because you protested the answer. The truth is not pretty, and everything that I have said so far has been the truth. So far, ever. I mean, it's always the truth. It's what I'm about. I'm about the truth unfiltered. But the truth unfiltered sometimes is not very pretty to look at. But that doesn't mean that doesn't make it any less true. And just because you don't like to look at it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. You can pretend it doesn't exist, and that's fine. Good for you. Maybe your fans aren't going to put the time in to figure out that half the things you're saying are baseless and untrue. But when you make a video and attack me and say I'm no CEO, I got news for you. I'm the CEO of 10 companies now. And these companies, over the last 24 years in total, of the companies that I helped start and currently run, total over $300 million in revenue in the last 24 years. So I don't want to hear anything about how I'm not a real CEO. I got news for you. You can ask anybody else that I'm partnered with, and they'll be glad to tell you that that's absolutely not true. I'm a very hands-on person with all the companies, but people can attack and impugn my character in all they want. And Quora and now YouTube just simply supports that. That's a shame. I don't understand why that's allowed to happen. And YouTube, you may want to go ahead and just censor me again. But I have said nothing derogatory in this message. I've not mentioned any names. I have not done anything in this video. You are censoring free speech, and I'm not going to put up with it. I should be able to say something in criticism of something. I made a post the other day that if Adolf Hitler had come to power in this century with the political correctness and everything on Quora and YouTube and places like that, we wouldn't be allowed to speak out against little Adolf Hitler because they would call it bullying. That's mindless. That's senseless. I have a right as a citizen of the United States to make whatever statement I want. In fact, if you look at what's on YouTube, the amount of racist and the amount of political hatred and everything else that's allowed to exist on YouTube, I call somebody a toilet scrubber and I get censored? Come on. What the fuck is that about? I just don't understand. It's one of those things where this country and the whole fucking world is just completely out of control. Everybody wants to jump all over everybody for seemingly nothing. Well, I got news for you. I'm not going to put up with it. I'm not going to stay silent while other people attack me with lies. I already posted my reply showing, that my inventory for that person's library was 100% accurate. I have the screenshots, I have the video posted. It's his own video. All I did was read the spines of the books that are on the shelf. And you can't claim that there's a bunch of business books when majority of the books up there was like with, Elton John and Tony Blair's autobiography. And, that person said that he buys his books in bulk. He saves 90% off the cover price buying them in bulk. Okay, well, you can't have it both ways. I mean, if you if you buy all the excess books you can find and stick them on your shelf and pretend like you read them all, I mean, you know, and all I said before was that Ty Lopez at least is intellectually honest about the fact that, no, I haven't read all these books. He goes, I think they're great books. He goes, I've read parts of all of them, but he'll open up a book to some random location and read that section, get something out of it, and move on. I respect that. You know, I respect the hell out of that. I even bought Ty Lopez's 67 Steps for $67. I got way more than $67 out of it, and I appreciate that. So, you know, what can I say? I just think that there is a lack of integrity. There is a lack of accountability in this world. Some people are allowed to say whatever they want because they're perceived as being taken advantage of or being at a disadvantage. You know, I thought, you know, that I was the one at the disadvantage here because all my you know, posts keep getting deleted, and now the videos are getting deleted. You know, I don't understand why there isn't a level playing field for people. So somebody else can post all they want and lies about me, but I don't get a chance to set the record straight on my side. You know, go figure. All right, well, I'm done bitching about that. Like I said, I'm never going to say that person's name again. You'll never hear me ever refer to him other than that person. And you guys who follow me know who that is. And, you know, YouTube, if I've broken any rules, please let me know what rule I've broken. I did my appeal. And, you know, the one thing that if you are being bullied, you have like 3,000 characters to complain about being bullied. If you have an appeal, you have 140 characters. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, how is the appeal process? I can't even get a coherent couple of sentences out of to defend myself on an appeal. But the appeal is 140 characters when the bullying request is 3,000? Come on. What the hell is that all about? I mean, allow me to make my case. Don't delete my video because you don't like what it says. It's not illegal. I was not harassing anybody. I was not bullying anybody. I was setting the record straight on facts. And if you don't like the facts, tough shit, they're facts. But, you know, the fact that you all will censor me and you don't allow me an opportunity to appeal because you only give me 140 characters to appeal? Come on, YouTube, what the hell is that all about? I mean, where is the fairness in that? 3,000 characters to complain, 140 characters to defend yourself. It's bullshit. So, anyway. All right. Enough of that. Thanks, guys. More later.